Welcome, lovely Libras, my fellow Librans, in fact, because I'm a Libran. I have your April horoscope, and there's a fair bit happening this month. We have a new solar eclipse in Aries. We also have that rascal trickster Mercury Retrograde on the 1st of April. Of course, it's April Fool's Day. Let's go to the board now. This is where it's all happening. But firstly, I'm going to draw 2 cards as theme cards for you, Libra. I see a dartboard on the wall with the bullseye, and I see the dart in the bullseye, so you're spot on about something in the first half of the month. It's interesting, I'm looking at the wall here, there's dart marks all over the wall. Plenty of darts have missed the target. You might have been through a bit of a rough time lately in that your plans and dreams and goals haven't worked out the way that you hoped, but in the first half of April something is going your way finally. The card that comes out for you is working with other people. You're working towards a common goal, and it does bring likely success. It doesn't mean it's all smooth sailing, so to speak. In fact, these people that are around you are quite different to you. The unifying factor is that you're all quite passionate and believe in what you're doing, which is good. It's better to have that kind of fiery energy to surge you forward in something, even if you do disagree, because what comes out at the end is going to be successful. Sometimes this is like families, or it can be at work, working towards a common goal. But the 3 of Wands is really quite inspiring. There's a lot of spiritual strength here, and whatever it is that lies ahead, you'll be able to meet any challenges, or in whatever this project is, you'll be able to meet the challenges and overcome them together, even if you are all totally different. That's good. That's the spice of life. Now, the second half of the month for you, dear Libra, what do I see? This is interesting. There's a woman in the sky, as there often is, and she's taking the place of the moon, or she is the moon, and she's shaped in like the crescent of the moon. She's in that arc shape. And so it's about your subconscious and your femininity. Get in touch with your femininity and learn to be more receptive to the universe. We may think we're receptive, but maybe there's some sort of resistance and you want to go your way, and the universe is trying to bend you into the shape or the crescent of the moon, so you can be receptive to all of the good things. The card that comes up, I'm going to go back to, we're falling all over the show, this one, and it is the 9 of Swords. So this is really denoting some sadness that you might have been through, and it's saying stop trying to avoid the sadness and try and just feel the sense, I guess, of failure or delay. There's some sort of disappointment here that things haven't worked out. It's okay to feel sad about things that haven't turned out, but it is coming to the end of the cycle. It is a 9 of Swords, so you nearly finished this. It's not going to go on for very long. So April's a bit up and down. It's not all perfect, and there is some sort of sense of disappointment, but you can face that, and because it's the end, it won't last for very long. You'll be able to move on. A new chapter in your book of life. Notice you are being supported. The universe loves you and wants to help you. Also surround yourself with the colour purple. Would certainly help. Wear purple, eat purple vegetables, maybe eggplant, purple cabbage and things like that. Put purple cellophane on your light bulbs if you have light bulbs, or across your lights to get the purple vibe. It will help in some fashion. Now let's have a look at your horoscope, and I'll make that bigger. This is where all the action is, and it's on the western side of your chart. So it's like the day is coming to an end, hence the 9 of Swords here. Whatever the day has brought is finishing up, and we're going into the evening and night time. So that's okay. We can run with that. It's also important to note that there are no aspect patterns at the beginning of the month, so you don't have to think about those either. We do have Mercury going retrograde from the 1st of April to the 25th in Aries, and so Mercury is travelling backwards this way. And also add an extra week before and after these dates, because that's the shadow period. It's not a great time to be signing contracts, to be travelling or making important decisions during Mercury retrograde. Things can get mucked up, particularly to do with any important partnerships or significant romantic involvements where the person's like a partner or a husband. It can also reflect on any legalities you might have, and also open enemies. So this could be people that you don't really get on with, but you know who they are and they know who you are, but you don't really see eye to eye. Could be business partners as well. So it's not just personal. So there could be some sort of miscommunication or confusion during Mercury retrograde. But on the other hand, we have this like 3 times this year. So we have to learn to live with it. You can't just avoid it. I know some people do say, oh, it's Mercury retrograde, I'm going to give up on life and not do anything. I don't recommend that either. It's only for a time. On the positive side, it does help you, Mercury retrograde will help you complete things that you started before the shadow period. So say anything you started before, say the 24th of March, may come back, and you might have unfinished business to deal with. This includes old friends or old lovers or people you used to know, maybe school friends or somebody you've lost contact with. You may hear some news. Venus is going into Aries on the 4th. This will help smooth out any sort of ructions in relationship ructions, because she loves love and she's warm and affectionate, and it's hard to resist the Libran charm when Librans set their mind to winning somebody over. They're sort of like cats in that way. You know how cats worm their way around and get into your good books very easily because they're so cute and charming. I've got Prince Harry here just watching, just off camera here. He's laying here and giving himself a bath, listening to me. We also have the solar eclipse in Aries as well, bringing new starts around your relationships. If you're in a casual type relationship, you might see that it goes deeper and goes to another level. Here with this solar eclipse, bringing new beginnings that are actually quite concrete. They're sort of more likely to be physical type beginnings rather than just you thinking about something or feeling something. So in Aries, they could be quite impulsive, energetic and bold. It could happen quite quickly, and that's okay too. Any pre-existing relationships could go to another level, or something unexpected, or not unexpected, but something happens very quickly in that relationship. But I'm quite an optimist, so I always think it's positive. Then we have the Sun going into Taurus, and happy birthday to all early Taurians. And this is in your house of shared investments or resources. So this could be things like inheritances, wills, if you've been left any money. It could also be real estate or any other investments that you share with somebody else. It could be taxes, because you share that with the government, you have to pay them. Superannuation or 401k, and it's also intimacy. But the Sun here brings a lot of awareness and insight, and it can also bring happiness in terms of intimacy as well. Jupiter conjuncting Uranus, that's been going on for a bit of a time. I'm not sure why it's coming up as the 20th of the 4th. Maybe it's a tighter conjunction. I should have looked into that. But it's up here also. So something unexpected, maybe volatile, like a flash out of the blue, to do with your investments or your shared investments or your intimacy. And it's likely to grow. You may find that you're pleasantly surprised that some of your investments have gained in money. and in value. So that'd be a good thing, and you may not have realised. So that'd be Uranus doing its thing. We also have a full moon in Scorpio, giving your personal finances a bit of a shake-up. There could be quite intense and compelling feelings around personal finances. You might need to look at your finances and work out how you can get things to work a bit better. Might be some issues around finances that need attention. Venus is going into Taurus on the 29th. Again, Venus is in love with love, is very at home in Taurus because Taurus is ruled by Venus. So there could be beautiful feelings here that are quite down to earth, quite realistic, quite practical, but feelings of love and affection and warmth towards somebody close. And she also looks after finances too, so she may help out if there's any financial issues. We have Mars going into Aries on the last day of the month up here, bringing a lot of energy and boldness in your close personal relationships or maybe your business partners. Be careful that you don't speak and your words come out too strongly. Sometimes that can happen with Mars, but it does bring ambition and masculine energy to the fore. It is great sometimes for sex if both people are in agreement. If you're in a serious relationship, Mars can bring that masculine drive, sort of testosterone type drive for sex. And with all of this going on in your intimacy department, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, basically anything that has been hanging around, it is probably time to let go of some things. You're in a great period of transformation with those snakes because you're growing as a person. So you're going to need to make some changes in your life. If other significant partners are involved, they'll need to adjust, which often people don't like to make adjustments, so it requires some energy and effort on their part as well. So an interesting month all up for you, lovely Libra. So thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Don't forget, leave a like and a comment, that would be fabulous. And if you're new, subscribe and be alive. Have a great month everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now.